Hi, welcome to Riders of a Certain Age presents Conversations Beyond the Barn. I'm your host, Fran Severn. Each Tuesday, I chat with people whose lives center around horses in unusual, unexpected ways. These are people who create the richness and variety of the equine world with their fascinating careers, hobbies, and livelihoods. Their stories show their passion for horses and the equine world, and it is a treat for me to share them with you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's Conversations Beyond the Barn. Hi, welcome to the preview of Riders of a Certain Age presents Conversations Beyond the Barn. I'm Fran Severn, the creator of the podcast and your host. Why, you ask, is there yet another horse-oriented podcast? What makes Conversations Beyond the Barn different? Well, here's the backstory. I'm the author of Riders of a Certain Age, your guide for loving horses midlife and beyond. I didn't get to start riding regularly until I was in my mid-50s, and I discovered that I was not the only late to the saddle rider. In fact, I discovered that women over 50 are the fastest growing segment of the recreational horse world. We deal with things younger women don't, how we learn as older people, finding instructors, dealing with fear, unsupportive spouses, finances, and that's before we throw in things like old menopause and replacement parts. I'm a research nerd, and I began digging for answers, and the result was Riders of a Certain Age. I also started a Facebook group called, you guessed it, Riders of a Certain Age. It has over 33,000 members around the world. We share photos and stories about ourselves and our horses. We trade information and advice. And we've developed a wonderfully supportive sorority of horse-loving women, many of whom are just now getting to the barn and living their dream of being with horses. The project also introduced me to many women who are involved with horses in non-conventional ways. This is the folder that I have of all of the people I met and talked to. Fabulous stories and backgrounds of careers and businesses and hobbies and adventures I never would have heard about if I didn't do this. And really interesting people. So Conversations Around the Barn lets them tell you and me their stories. We'll also cover current topics in the horse world and interesting historical events and people. In addition to the podcast, we're on a YouTube channel called, you guessed it, Riders of a Certain Age. So after you finish your ride in the barn chores, kick off your boots, sit back with a little wine, coffee, chocolate, and enjoy Conversations Beyond the Barn. You'll find us every Tuesday on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube. See you then. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Riders of a Certain Age presents Conversations Beyond the Barn. If you enjoy it, subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Please leave a comment and suggestions for future shows, guests, topics, interesting equine activities. I'd love to hear about them, so would everybody else. And while you're at it, you can support the podcast by buymeacoffee.com/certain-age. Support Conversations Beyond the Barn. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.